Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and wanted to keep today kind of brief, but wanted to help again on some stress relief. So right now, it seems like there's a lot of people going through stress for good reason. We're under our abnormal, I would say, all disappointment and stress in life comes from unmet expectations, and right now, we've had a lot of expectations in our nation and the world of certain things that we could do, help. We were hoping that we could leave our homes on a regular basis, and that hasn't happened. And so we're under a lot of stress. Our bodies are experiencing that fight or flight. The sympathetic nervous system, pupils dilate, heart rate increases, blood flows to the extremities so we can fight or flight, and which on a normal situation, our bodies are designed to be able to handle those. But if we're chronically stressed, then we end up having a bad response. Too much cortisol leads to tight muscles, headaches, increased blood pressure, all the stuff that chronic stress can cause. The list is really endless. And so I wanted to give maybe a unique technique. Many of you will not like it, but I guess I can give the challenge. It's something that I do on a regular basis and have enjoyed. Well, I've learned to enjoy, and we've talked about different things in the past you can do to mitigate stress, but I want to throw out some new ones. And this one is cold therapy, specifically cold showers. If you want more information on this, there's a gentleman by the name of Wim Hof. I've referenced him in the past, and he is a little crazy. And also, I don't agree with his why it seems to help. I don't agree with, but the end result is good. So if you want to see some of his ideas as far as just implementing the cold, that's good. But I disagree, and I think most of the research will back me up that his why it seems to help is incorrect. But great, interesting guy nonetheless. And so here's the way that I personally implement it on a daily basis is through, again, cold showers. Now, I will do it in the morning following an exercise, so that makes it a lot more comfortable. And also, I don't jump right into a cold shower. I'm not that crazy. So I will take a nice warm shower, get all cleaned off, washed off, ready for the day. And then what I do is I will turn the tap to as cold as it will possibly go. So the coldest possible temperature, and I will count to 120. And I will specifically turn and let it spray in my face and on my chest. Most of the research has shown that that's where the cold seems to do the most good. And again, count to 120. Now, there's all sorts of different things. You can actually just search online for, benefits. I've got my computer right here. I could pull it up. There's all sorts of stuff. It's good for your hair. Obviously, it's worked amazing for me. It's good for your skin. There's also a lot of research on depression and anxiety. So if you suffer from depression and anxiety, regular cold showers are supposed to be really helpful. There's increase in testosterone levels, so it helps with hormone regulation. It helps with just a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm not going to focus on that today, because remember, we're focusing on stress relief. And the reason why I really like it is because I remember growing up, and if anyone who's ever played a sport, your coaches will always give the line of, you practice how you play. And so we go to practice every day, and we try to create an environment like the game situation or the real life situation, so that we can have success when the game is at its highest. So the reason why this is interesting and why I like it a lot is because you can't really practice stress very well. I guess there's a lot of different ways you can have people approach you with different situations, but it's hard to wrap your mind around, okay, this is practice, but I'm trying to make like it's for real, and it just doesn't work. Except for cold showers. I do dread the second before I go to do it. I don't really like it, but that's part of the process. I turn it to cold and I try and breathe my way through the 120 seconds. I do count probably much faster than like 120 seconds. I count to 120, but as I do that, I'm closing my eyes, trying to focus, and that way I can practice stressful situations. I truly have noticed that since I've done those, I've been doing cold showers for about a year and a half now, and I have really noticed that when the game situation, when I'm faced with a stressful situation, I am now trained to start breathing and bring my heart rate down, kind of control that fight or flight response, and that is something that has been beneficial to me. And I've really, really enjoyed practicing that. I think that's my number one reason. So when people go, why do you do cold showers? That is my number one. It's so that I can practice a stressful situation. And when you practice it, your cortisol levels are just raised for short periods of time, and then your body kind of sees that, okay, we have moments of increased cortisol levels, and then we need to bring them back down. So this is my challenge. My challenge is try it for more than just one day, okay? I hear people and they'll say, I tried it, I turned it on cold, they'll say, no, I refuse. You can do it, okay? I was thinking of a really funny story so when I was in Scouts, we would go up to Camp New Fork, and it was up in Wyoming, and this was like straight glacier runoff water. I mean, we would always tell the story, and in my mind it was there, but we would say the morning that Morty Jenkins, our scoutmaster, who was a military guy, he'd always sign us up for the earliest in the morning, like 6 or 6:30. It was freezing cold, and we would have to jump into this glacier water where there was like ice barely ready to form on the edge, and it was torture. But you can do it. You can make yourself do it, and that's why I'm telling you. If I could jump in the glacier water when I was 12 years old and get my swim check done, you can handle 120, count to 120 with that cold water. Preferably, again, focus on the head and the chest. You can do that, and if you do it for maybe a week, try about a week, you'll notice. Oh, there's a commercial popping on behind me. You'll notice that you'll be able to control your stress situations a lot better, and you will be much better for it. Okay, so go out and try it. Comment if you do, and don't be mad at me, but I think you'll like it. All right, guys, have a great day.